Hey detectives, welcome back to Pokemon Detective Pikachu. Think we're about ready to solve our first case. Well, our first official case of the game. The day after the awards ceremony. Tim and Pikachu, I think they go to the Hi-Hat Cafe like they do every morning. Get some coffee. Whimsicott.
Whoa, that's a lot of Whimsicott.
Sure is. They ride through on seasonal winds every year.
I hear they can be real pranksters.
If they get in a house they like, they scatter cotton everywhere.
Sounds like a pain to clean up.
Yep.
That is going to be relevant to the mystery. We're going to
Sweet
find some
smell of
Whimsicott
coffee is
cotton.
calling my name.
It's the perfect Pikachu bait.
Tim!
Whoa! Inspector Holiday?
Inspector Holiday, did you finally find my dad?
Sorry. No. I'm here on a different case. We've received reports of a jewel theft. Could you lend me a hand with this one?
Of course.
The incident occurred at the Denis residence, the mansion down the street. Sorry, but Brad is waiting for me. I'll go ahead and meet up with you there.
So much for my coffee.
The coffee will have to wait, Pikachu. We just got a mystery. Wait a sec, Tim. What? You don't need to rush. You don't wanna hurry. I do some careful, thorough investigation. Alright, so we can talk to Pikachu whenever we want, pressing the right button. And then sometimes he's gonna shout at us because there's something very important to say.
Whoa!
So let's show off what this looks like. Talk to Pikachu. I mean, he's yelling at us right now because he really wants to talk.
Look, I know we need to hurry, but would it really hurt if we relaxed a bit? For instance... Oh, here's a good idea. You could listen to some sage advice from a great detective like me. Okay.
Alright, so that's just something silly, and we can do that at pretty much any time. Just talk to Pikachu.
What would have happened if Rhyme City didn't have a great detective like me? Maybe I was guided here by some kind of inexplicable force. Quit playing dumb!
Whoa.
We've got evidence that proves you're the culprit! Yeah, did I scare you, Tim? I felt like practicing my interrogating.
Alright, so I mean, that's just something fun that you can do. Talk to Pikachu at any time. I want to actually save the game, though. Oh, cool. The save screen tells us the name of our current case. Our new case is The Missing Jewel. Case number 1. Alright. Alright, and we can explore if we want. Like, here's an old lady, and she's got an Indie, alright. And we have these two Pokemon they're fighting. They're basically blocking the alleyway, so we can't go there yet. Yeah, they're just fighting each other. Yeah, we're gonna avoid that alley. There's another alley back here, but I don't think we can go here yet. Yeah. What else do we have? We have this Pokemon. Maractus. It's a dancing cactus. Maraca! Aww, it's like a maraca cactus. It is kind of cute. I wouldn't want to give it a hug, though. It's got that really sharp, pointy stuff. Here's another Pokemon. Inkay! It likes to jump and scare people. Oh, Pokemon. It's an Inkay, Tim. Inkay. Hey, quit trying to scare people, okay? And this person's selling food. I don't need any food. Ah! Inspector Holiday. Here we go. He was in the previous game. He wasn't in the movie, but he was in the previous game. It's our inspector friend. Basically, a nice person on the police force who helps us out, as opposed to this jerk, Brad.
Well, 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 if it isn't the great detectives.
Brad McMaster, police lieutenant. Manic Trick, scary, angry dog. It's been a while, Brad. Hasn't been long enough. I suppose you're here. You detectives always love sticking your big fat noses into police business. Well, if Mr. Denis hadn't requested you personally, I'd be asking you to leave. Yep, he's still a jerk. I think he's holding a grudge because we're always solving mysteries before he does. Manic! He says no funny business. No wonder you two are partners. You're both jerks. Come on, Brad. We'll be working together on this case. Well, the mansion belongs to Sanjeev Denis, a jeweler. He's one of the wealthiest men in the city. He's got a giant house. I'm not surprised. Don't offend him, and don't interrupt our investigation. He's always got to insult us. Alright, Tim, let's come inside. I was kind of hoping we could explore outside a little bit more. There is a park next door, and oh! Here's the name of the case again. It's the missing jewel. So we're officially on the case. Fantastic.
I see.
Alright, Tim, Mr. Denis is waiting for you in the room to the right. We're going to start by talking to the victim, Mr. Denis, and his pet Growlithe.
Oh, Tim, I've been waiting for you.
Well, not pet Growlithe, Pokemon partner Growlithe. Oh, Growlithe looks sad. I'm Sanjeev Denis. I'm a jeweler. This is my partner, Growlithe. Growl. I'm Detective Tim Goodman. Here's Pikachu. Can you tell us what you know about the incident?
Oh.
Jewel was stolen while I was out of the house. It's called the Aurora Drop. It's a very rare jewel. Mysterious name. The thief hurt one of my staff members and made off with the jewel. So you'll notice we have noted testimony. It's like orange. It's being added to our notebook. We'll come back to that later. So the injuries are minor, but something is odd? Well, my butler's the prime suspect. The butler did it? No way! Alright, so the missing jewel looks like this. It's pretty nice. Purple. Shiny. So it's locked in a special display case in the jewel storage room, which is upstairs. So not only is the case locked, but the room is locked as well. And those are two different keys. Let's find out about the butler. Why is he the prime suspect? Well, he had access to the key to the room. The key is always kept around Growlithe's neck. So Growlithe is a very good guard. She doesn't let anybody get the key. Except her owner and Barnes. Yeah, where is the key? So the key is missing. Barnes is being questioned by the police. We'll meet him later. Somebody else must have stolen the jewel. So those are our two things. We've got to find the missing jewel, figure out who the real culprit is. Sounds like a case. Yeah, maybe we'll find somebody else who has the key, and that will clear Barnes' good name. Huh. Storage room is right upstairs. Wait, Tim. I want to try something new. What? Yeah, the case notebook. Case notebook, that's what we're going to do. So first you open up your notebook with the X button. Here we'll have various questions that we're trying to answer. So we're wondering how the jewel was stolen. And that orange text we saw earlier, it was added to our notebook. Well, it's this particular piece of testimony. So he said somebody stole his jewel. Granted, it's not a very, in-depth, super important piece of testimony, but it's good to know, good to know. So, once we get enough testimony, we'll be able to make some deductions. Not right now, though. We only have one testimony. We're going to need, 3 or 4 before we can really investigate. And you can see in the upper right-hand corner, there's something called a flow chart. We're not going to worry about that yet. Right now, we're only focusing on this one question. All right. Let's go upstairs. This is a room. We can't go inside that room. The police officer won't let us inside. I guess the police are searching it for clues. But they... Whoa! What's this?
Oh.
Feathers from 2 types of Pokemon. So, did a Pokemon fly through the window? Alright, good to know. We've got 2 different types of Pokemon that entered this area.
Yes.
Let's examine the jewel storage room. As I said, we've got some cotton left by Whimsicott. Oh, and here's the special door lock. Is it Pikachu? Yeah, there's no sign of forced entry. The culprit definitely used the key from Growlithe's neck in order to open the door. Alrighty. Let's examine this. We've got green jewel. Sparkly jewel. I don't think there's anything interesting except here. This is the main jewel. Let's investigate.
Let me see.
Where should we look first? So let's take a look at this cotton. And it's got a feather sticking out of it. So... yeah, it looked like the feather we saw earlier. So maybe a Pokemon entered the mansion through the window and stole the jewel? Maybe? I don't know. Let's examine this. The jewel case. The top half of the case. We're going to add that to our information, right? Right? It's the clean cut. Something sliced off the top of the case. And I do want to check out this cotton, right? That seems like it's a clue. The Whimsicott cotton was in here. So it has to be that Whimsicott was in here, but Whimsicott doesn't have feathers, so, So we're gonna investigate the lock. The case is still locked. So culprit was able to get the key to the door, but not the key to the case. So I'm guessing, I mean, that's why the culprit had to cut open the case to get the jewel, because the culprit could not use a key to get the jewel. Alrighty, it looks like we've investigated everything here. We all done, Pikachu?
Okay.
We're all
let's start
done.
deducing.
We're all done. Let's wrap this up by deducing. Well, take a look at our detective notebook. See, now we've got 4 different clues. 4 different clues. Now we can actually make a deduction. So I'm going to select begin deduction.
Okay.
I get to pick which clue is correct. What do we think? Did the culprit unlock the case? You know, that could be the case. The culprit unlocked the case, stole the jewel, relocked the case, and then destroyed it to make it seem like they didn't have the key. Maybe the jewel just fell out and landed in the cotton. No, I think the most likely scenario is that the culprit just sliced open the case and stole the jewel.
Okay.
We know we selected the right answer because the game says, good deduction. Right, we saw the jewel case was still locked. That supports this theory. So we need to figure out how it was sliced open. Like, was it a giant knife or something? Yeah, we made our first step forward. Finish that deduction. Woohoo!
Okay.
Now you know how the case notebook works. Yeah, we need to collect evidence, make some deductions. Excellent. After investigating the crime scene, we figured out how the crime was carried out. Culprit sliced open the case, took the jewel from inside. Something strange, though. What's strange about the way the crime was committed? The glass was cut, but the door wasn't. Yeah, so culprit did not have both keys. Culprit only had one key. So how did they get the key from Growlithe? And we can't question Barnes, because he's being questioned by the police. I guess we'll just ask Mr. Denis more about this locked case.